to Cynical Velocity Online Racing. We are here for the rerun of the Mexican Grand Prix. Uh, Obviously, once again, you have myself, SV Gorilla, in the commentary parts, alongside my brother, SV Lucas. Good evening, good sir.
Good evening to you.
So we are here for Mexico once again. Hopefully we don't have a repeat of last week. And I think, oh no, I thought the game crashed, but it's fine. Only 14 drivers today, so I think some of the drivers may do some practice runs in Q1. It wouldn't surprise me. But we are here finally. A bit of a different day compared to what we usually run on. Obviously, we usually run on a Monday, and then usually run on the Wednesdays for the F2. But with having to use Tuesday as a good advantage. Unfortunately, we've lost a few drivers due to other commitments. Um, Jota, I believe, is busy with his own league, and Bonge has indeed retired in his Renault. Joe in Despairs, obviously retiring as well. There's no point really doing that. I do believe, Friday's also retiring. I do believe Ninjas is running a special helmet tonight for his, I think his grandmother, who unfortunately passed away the other week. So I think he's running a black helmet in memory of her. I'm sure Ninjas will be looking for a very decent result tonight. Just waiting for everyone to kind of retire really. I kind of expected at least one driver to come out, but that was not the case. Um, Moving. So obviously, Luke, obviously no Q1, but we will be going into Q2. Obviously, only 4 drivers will be knocked out. Who do you feel will be getting knocked out in Q2?
It's very tough to tell right now. Um, Very tough. Everyone's pretty damn quick, so
I feel like
I don't know.
obviously
I don't
without
want to keep
Jota
saying
here,
it, but every time I do this, I feel like Tony's gonna get knocked out.
mm,
I
I
know he
feel
will watch the
like
stream later on, probably tonight or whenever.
this is
But
gonna be my prediction. I'm gonna go with Tony, Al, Southern Ping. I think that Southern Ping might get through. He's 50-50, I would say, and then probably Richard. It'll
mm,
be tough between Southern Ping and Richard. I feel like they're kind of mid-tier, but I feel like they're top of the mid-tier. Obviously, Richard actually did pick up 5th in the Mexican Grand Prix that we ran last Monday. Hopefully he can have a solid performance once again. The winner of that race was Bradford, and his challenger, Jota, isn't actually here tonight, so Jota is going to be extending his championship lead. Just waiting for Ramsey. I think he may be. I think Ramsey is putting his kids to bed, which I will be doing in about 4 months' time.
there he is. QC. Despairs and people.
Go on, Despairs.
Richard's
Richard
sitting
with
P3.
amazing pace. Go on, Richard. So out of qualifying, now I'm joking. Tony's made it through into P5. I kind of actually miss like interviewing drivers that get knocked out. I think I might introduce that back into season 3.
Mm.
The only reason I haven't done it this year is because I keep forgetting. And we're basically near the end of the season now anyway, so
Yeah.
5 more races after this one.
Here we go, Q2. Now that's where we
Here we
see
go.
everyone start coming out.
This is time for the drivers to put their money where their mouth is. Only 2 drivers currently on the hards. A load of people on the softs, and then a few drivers on those mediums. Some of them being changing to those mediums now. Tony going on the hards. I don't think that's a great idea. We have a Williams of SV Fridays on his way out. Did actually pick up pole in the cancelled race, so he'll be looking to do that again. It will be his first pole position, I was informed, after the races have finished. We've got Adam Lee on his way out as well. I think that may be Despairs, it is indeed. And we've got Richard as well, also coming out. So we've got 5 drivers currently out on their outlaps. We've also got Bond on his way out as well. Oh, and it appears Adam Lee is now going to be taking control of the outlaps.
I'm trying to see who's
Fridays.
behind Adam Lee. I think it's Despairs.
It is the Spares.
Yeah.
The Spares will probably try to get out first. It's probably best to stay behind the car, definitely in like the first sector. It's just basically straight. I would expect the Spares to start leaving.
Went wide there.
Starting to now. There we go, we've got the yellow flag already. Drivers parking it up, and here comes Adam Lee starting his first lap. And we're going to have him on board of this lap to start things off. So Adam Lee coming into turn 1 under the Petronas board there, into turn 1 now, hard braking into turn 1. And then a very slight kink to the right and to the left for turns 2 and 3. Now DRS wide open, and let's see what his sector time is going to be. It's going to be a 28.5 into turn 4 and then turn 5. A lot of chicanes in this around this track. Into turn 5, no, turn 6 and 7. More of a kind of hairpin nail through the S's where Vettel famously crashed out a few years ago in real life. And Adam Lee, Adam Lee's just losing the rear end there, not much eating those tyres.
Despairs has pulled out of his lap.
Yeah, looks like that, but he's still very purple. And that's going to be an invalidation. He said Despairs has pulled out of his lap, he has indeed. Let's have a look at the Renault of Bonge. He's also invalidated. So Richard will be the first car to actually set a lap time here. Adam Lee, I think, has gone again. And Richard round the final corner with those medium tyres on. And Joe with a little bit of lag. Richard 118.9. We've got I think that's Tony doing something. Tony, you're gonna get disqualified. Tony's gonna get disqualified.
I know what you're doing.
He's very lucky.
Oh, it's unlucky for Despairs. He invalidated that lap. Yes, session can be an absolute pain in the ass if you don't get that right.
Ninja crosses the line, and he's currently P1. Let's have a look at that helmet, and it is a black helmet. So, of memory of his grandmother. I'm sure Ninjas will be looking for a nice result here. We've got anyone finishing a lap? No. I've got red Ball, Ferrari starting another lap. Did Richard improve? He did improve slightly. We have Dalek starting his lap. We've got Gangster Owl about to finish his lap around the final corner. P3 and a Ferrari of Bradford, very early compared to where he usually comes out. I think something has just...
The two alphas are coming out at the same time.
Something has just finished his lap, improves, he's off into third place.
On the hard tyres as well, by the way. Hard tyres.
Come on, mate. Oh, Bradford's quickest into sector 1. Richard, I think. Is he on another lap? He's down on his time, so I was a bit expecting him to come in. Yeah, coming in. Got Daleks.
Brad invalidated.
Oh, got Daleks on a lap though. Got Friday starting his lap. A lot of drivers currently off track trying to get out of the way. Going for Al being one of them. Bonds might have got slightly held up there, but he is just on an out lap. And I think Daleks has just completely cut that chicane. He's coming in. Not happy. Only 4 drivers actually set lap times here so far. Tony starting his lap now. We've got, actually anyone on lap. Fridays is currently purple. Sector 1. Oh, Joe very quick through there. He had actually had problems in the he's just got away with that. I don't know how he's got away with that one, but Joe on a very quick lap here down the final corner. It's going to be a 1:14.9. That is a mega lap.
It's a very quick lap.
And Friday goes even quicker with a 1:14.7. Who we got on a lap? We've got Tony, I think, is the next driver to cross. Darren's coming in. Tony on the lap. Well, he was on the lap. I think he's pulled out. This one. And the final corner. Goes to P7. And Bond up into P3. That's the hour invalidated lap here. The spares. Adam Lee will be the next driver to cross the line. And the final corner, he's on those medium tyres, so this should be a quicker lap for himself. P3 and into spares. Round the final corner himself.
P3, yeah.
P3.
7 tenths quicker.
Spares. Still waiting for AMS Darren. Actually, Bradford and Daleks to set some laps here. We've got anyone on another lap. Let's have a look. Not that I can see. So we're going to ride on board. Who's Bradford? Who's validated is out lap.
That was the bed.
Oh, gee.
Jesus Christ. She's playing with her mirror. She's been quiet all day.
5 minutes to go. And still waiting for 3 drivers to complete their laps. Bradford into turn 1 and then turn 2 turns into turn 3 very quickly. And a slight kink into this kind of straight. DRS wide open into turn 4 and then turn 5 purple, as we kind of expected there. Yellow flag, not sure what that's for. Oh, I think someone's retired. Yep, Joe's retired. Have to try and do the S's now. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate. Oh, that's very nice. Bradford coming into the third sector, sorry. And purple again coming into the hairpin, then into the kind of chicane, I guess, and into the final corner. He rounds it now. Does he take the shorter line? He does indeed. He's round the final corner, and it's going to be a 1:14.4. And he goes in P1, and we're waiting for Darren and Daleks to complete their laps, and Daleks is going to be the next driver to cross the line. There's purple into sector 2 actually here, so it should be a fairly quick lap. Coming into the last couple of corners now, he's got a car just ahead of him, but I don't think that's going to be much of the issue. It's actually his teammate round the final corner. It's going to be a 1:17.1, puts in P7. Quite a slow lap from Daleks, I feel. Darren, though, on the other hand, about now coming through the S's. Doesn't want to mess up now. He's got probably one chance after this. He wants to get in. He's purple into sector 2. Coming into the stadium section now, where it's basically, I think it's a baseball field actually. He completely cuts that corner but gets away with it. Oh, a little bit in too deep round the second to last corner. He's going to come straight to the line. It's going to be a 16.3. And I think he's fairly safe there. Richard going to have to pull out an absolute worldie of a lap here. I don't know why he's on the same tyres though.
He's up on this time now. Oh no, he's not. He's down on this time.
Really not sure why he's decided to go for another run on these tyres. Only time will tell. Test3 Tony on his way out as well. Southern Ping starting his lap now. Let's see if he can get himself up into Q3. He's gonna have to put out an absolute worldie of a lap though. I would say gonna have to get 9/10 just on this lap alone. Maybe he should have gone to the soft tyres. If he invalidates, he does have enough time to get round and start another lap. We've got a yellow flag, and Richard is in. He has enough time. He should have enough time to get in and change set
He has
tires
enough
and
time to
come
get
back
in
out
and
again. He should have he'll need to get out by around, I would say, 20-30 seconds. He's only just being pushed in now, so it's going to be very tight for him. But Southern Ping, though, up by 3/10 in the second sector, in first sector, sorry. It's up by 1.2 seconds, though, so this should put him safely into the next part of qualifying, but he's coming round into the stadium section now. A little bit of a slide there, but that shouldn't really do too much. But round the final corner, and Southern Ping puts in a 1:17.3. He's only just in there. He knocks Ramsey out, and Richard.
Ramsey is on the far now.
I think Richard might be out of qualifying here. He's coming out now. He's going to have to cut a lot of corners. S3 Tony though, Ramsey is out on track. Richard only just coming out now. He's going to have to.
Oh my god, Dark's AI car.
Let's get on board with Tony. Tony's invalidated. He has enough time, I think, to get round to start another lap.
We're gonna have to give Dalek's a penalty. Dalek's AI car a penalty. Or Dalek's an AI. It's AI car has stopped Ramsey on the flying lap. Ramsey's got no time to get in.
There you go.
Yeah, he can't get out.
Oh.
Ramsey's out of qualifying because of Dalek's AI car.
Should never go into AI. To Spares though, coming through into the stadium section, 8 temps up on this time actually. So they should put him in. Oh,
Invalidated.
And that's qualifying over. Oh, I think Richard might have. Oh, he's missed out only just though. Thanks to Al round the final corner. Oh, he knocked Gareth out. SV Tony on his final lap here.
There was a second.
And that's taking every inch of the road there. See what his second time is, up by 8 tenths.
Was it Tony we were watching? Yeah.
Yep. Oh, he's gone in a little bit too deep there. He's gone very wide. He's going to lose all that time he had round the final corner. He needs to do a 1:17.3 here. And he's not going to do it a 1:17.9.
That qualifies his teammate.
Qualify his teammate. Did you, I'm sure Ramsey is probably...
Ramsey's probably clipped it. He's clipped it, so yeah.
So that is the end of qualifying. Richard starting from last here. SV Bradford, SV Fridays, Joe Despairs, Darren, Adam Lee, Custard, Gangster Owl, Daleks, and Southern Ping all making it through. And of course, all the SV members are out of qualifying. You'd have to see it. Well, not all of them, just all of them.
Here we go, Q3.
And here we go. Time for poll, and obviously one question for you, good sir. Who do you think is going to put this pole position? Who's going to get this pole position?
I'm going to go for Fridays. I think Friday might have it. Oh boy.
It'll be interesting.
Oh yeah. We'll soon find out, won't we? It's Friday's out. So is this team out, I believe? Yeah, everyone's out apart from Gangster and Daleks. I can hear Richard in the background. Right, his first out on track, I think, is the Spurs. It is. So far, no disconnects, Kieran. And the Spurs has invalidated his fucking lap.
Well, everyone is out at the moment, so he'll be going
Yeah,
again.
everyone's out on track. Yep. The Spurs is track. And then it's Darren. Then Alan Lee. Then Friday. I actually want to keep Fridays, to be fair. A little bit of dirt, yeah. From the Mercedes in front of them. Oh, he's lost it.
Who's lost it?
Fridays.
Ooh.
I think it's the spares out on track first. Yep.
Spares is about to finish his lap here.
He certainly
Going
is.
around the last couple of the corners. A little bit of a slide through there. He's round the final corner now. Let's see what the first lap is going to be. A 1:15.2. That's a nice lap there.
Nice little lap. I think the next one is... Oh, Adam Lee's Mercedes. I think it's Darren. Darren's in as well.
Brad's going to be the next driver. Let's see what Brad can do. Can he hit into the 113? He doesn't, but it's a 14.6. Southern Penguin puts himself into third place. Sponge around the final corner goes up into third.
And Joe P2.
Joe P2, yeah.
Yep.
Got Fridays, I think, coming in. Yeah, Gangster Owl. I think it's the first time he's actually been into Q3 for a while. Goes P6. Unexpected. Gangster Owl.
Next should be Daleks.
Yeah, Daleks is about to.
Hopefully he's not in AI mode.
I've actually just gone through the rules, and it is actually a rule not to put your car into AI mode. So he will probably be
P6
penalty, but only 4 tenths quicker than Gangster out there. So the Haas car is not performing as well as I thought. I think I thought Dalek was going on another lap there, but I think he's pulled out of that one. Spares is taking a very slow entry for the pit entry. Adam Lee on his way out now. Yellow flag, that's Daleks, I think, going slowly there.
Well, Ben has just literally just cut the stadium section.
Doesn't surprise me. No one on the lap just of yet. Got Darren on his way out now as well. Williams finding it very hard to put in the lap here himself as well. 7 minutes to go. And you still didn't. Did you answer who you thought was going to get pole? I don't actually remember.
Yes, I said it was going to be Fridays.
Fridays, ooh. Fridays not actually putting a lap in yet. Bradford is on another level here. He's 7 tenths ahead of the next guy, but AMS Darren and his partner in crime, SV Fridays, I feel like they can challenge him. Custard, I feel like he can put in a better lap than that. But I'm sure we'll find out. Adam Lee started his lap. Oh, and Darren's actually validated that lap there, and he's going to go again. Hopefully he didn't. That's fine.
I really don't know what Dalek is doing. I really don't know what he's doing.
Why is he going for another lap?
He's out of fuel. He should have pitted. He's already caused an incident in qualifying to get Ramsey knocked out. He's now driving like he's drunk. Well, lucky he's got no one behind him, so...
Oh, Adam Lee. Cutting that corner, but it's got away with it. Into the stadium section now. Daleks has completely cut that corner. I can see on my mini map.
Yeah, there's a new racing line apparently.
The final corner. Doing the eastward time. It's the shorter line is a 15.5. So no one else into the 14s as yet, apart from Bradford. Despair starting his lap as well. Darren puts himself into P2. Still not into the 14s as yet though. Fridays. Where is Fridays? Oh, okay, I see him there. Is he invalidated as lap there? No, he hasn't. Through the S's. That's a lovely line through there. He's going to have to be careful of Daleks here. Oh, that's a massive lock up. But he got away with it. Daleks keeping out of the way around the final corner for Fridays, and let's see If he can get into the 114s round the final corner, it's going to be a 14.7. Oh, this is heated up now. Bradford's still in the pits with 4 minutes to go. And Dalek's only just making it back to the pit lane now. We've got Spares getting out of the way.
I really don't know what it was doing.
I think coming in.
No, I don't know what it was doing. Like,
yeah, Alan B's coming in. We've got Darren fighting with, I think, someone. I think Red Bull. I think Joe starting his lap now. Let's see what Joe can do.
well, he's only
So
4 tenths behind Fridays, and he's half a second behind Brad.
Who?
Let Joe. Oh, Darren's put himself to P3 if he was with him.
Darren's been in P3 for a while.
I didn't realise.
Fridays coming into the pits, probably for a new set of soft. I think he's cut the last corner actually because he was up by. Oh, the Spares is completely ruined that now.
2 minutes 50.
Got a man like Bonge on his way out. Got the Spares coming in probably, or start a new lap. He is low on fuel, so he should have enough time to get in and out.
Yeah, he's
on board with the man we all love. And how has he invalidated his lap already?
Oh.
Not even near a corner. Bonge has already invalidated his out lap even before a corner. Oh, Joe in.
Good lap from Joe.
This is getting exciting. Oh, shush.
Right, that's them taken care of.
With a minute to go and Bonge on another lap here. Let's see if he can push himself up a little bit further. What are you laughing at?
Oh, let Joe was sat behind AMS Darren and he just literally just cut the last corner. The last couple of corners.
Oh, Bonge has gone out wide. He has got a racing point just ahead of him. That is the Spares? Oh, God. I think Bonge might get one more lap in here. Brad also out to start his lap. Bonge gone a little bit too deep there. Apparently Bonge is on an out lap even though he's on a quick lap. I'm not sure what's going on here. Codemasters being Codemasters. And round the final corner. Pushes himself up to P7. Alex has completely cut that and that's going to be his qualifying over. Oh, gangster out didn't make out in time either.
If Brad cuts any corners here and Fridays doesn't, Fridays would be on pole. Fridays is actually pulled out.
Brad here.
He's pulled out.
Fridays is invalidated.
Yeah,
down around the final corner. Oh, into the 14s as well, but not quick enough to pip his teammate. But Brad
is down on his time.
Into the final section, and he is down on his lap here. And oh, there's a bit of an oversteer moment, but around the final corner, all he needs is a few Extra temps, he's trying to find a corner.
Doesn't get it.
Oh,
Let Joe
oh, he
pole.
doesn't get it. And
Despairs is
Joe is on pole position. Despairs is giving up on his lap. And that is the end of qualifying. Joe on pole position with SV Bradford in second, Fridays in third, Darren in P4, Southern Despairs P5, Southern Ping P6, Bonge or RFC Custard P7, Adam Lee P8, Daleks P9, and Gangster Owl starting in 10th place. Oh, here we go. This is going to get interesting. So there we have it. Oh, very, very close between the top four here.
Let's just see. Top 8 is separated by under a second.
And then you have the other two. Not sure what's going on with those hatters. Seem very slow round here. So Joe with the upper hand in this race, but anything can indeed happen. How many safety cars do you think we'll see tonight, Luke?
2.
2.
Yeah, one on the first lap.
And who do you think is going to cause that safety car?
Tony.
3, 2, 1, Tony.
Sorry, bro.
Love you really, Tony. He's probably watching. Let's have a look. Let's see who's actually watching. We've got 6 viewers at the moment. Good evening. Hope you're all well. Obviously this is I wouldn't say replay, it's more of a rerun of Mexico. We have got Jack watching. Good evening, Jack. We've got Southern Ping. Southern Ping, what are you watching for? Naughty boy.
He's there for
Lil Steph,
content.
which I think is Despairs. We've got both Racing Points watching. And Fee Arms one, I don't know who that is. But good evening, guys. Hope you're all having a lovely evening. Tony is actually currently streaming.
He is indeed, yes.
His own POV. Let's have a look, see what tyre strategy he's gone for. It's gone for soft, medium. So,
okay.
Could be very interesting.
Obviously, some people will be
Ninja's
different.
also streaming. He's gone for the same strategy by the looks of things.
It's like 29 laps, something like that, maybe, I think. Not 100% sure.
Say it's man like Gareth, who's actually affiliated with Twitch, I think. Because you can subscribe to him. Well, don't subscribe to him. Subscribe with us with Twitch Prime. Get your first month free. I'm such a sellout.
Got to put
And that's
ourselves out
how we
there.
lose about 4 viewers. That's
Yeah,
what
most
happened
likely.
last time. I mentioned Twitch Prime and I just lose viewers. Just like, oh. Actually, massive shout out to Despairs for actually being our first sub. Since we
Yes, in Despairs.
affiliated with Twitch. So big shout out to him. I think it's like $5.99 per month. We only stream technically 3 days a week, if you count the press conference. Obviously, we have the F1 division mainly on Mondays. Obviously, we do have a break week.
This was supposed to be the break week.
We also actually have F2 tomorrow, which will be very interesting, where you'll see Bond, Richard, Spares, Southern Ping, Tony, Ramsey, Ninjas, Adam Lee, I think Gangster Owl drives there too, and Daleks, and obviously a few others.
You say Gangster
Lots of.
Owl doesn't drive for F2? He does. He's my teammate.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's my
Oh, yes, he
teammate.
does, doesn't he? Just waiting for RFC Custard to get things ready now. Go for the formation lap. Hopefully it doesn't bug out. Fingers crossed. We're looking at you, Despairs, because it always happens with you. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not joking. Stop letting out, nude. Want to wish all the drivers racing tonight good luck. So it'll be interesting.
Should be there you go, starting to go now.
We've got someone else watching now. We've got
Adam Lee
Tony.
did.
What are you watching?
Hey, Tony! Don't cause a safety car.
You're gonna crash out. Ready up, you noob. Wait, who readied up first?
Adam Lee.
Oh, that's a 5-second time, by the way.
And it was. Well, that's all I had.
Like, how long after was it until Bond readied up?
About a second. Like, probably not even that, to be fair. Probably like half a second, maybe.
Here we go. Tell me, has the formation lap underway? Oh, we do, so no problems whatsoever. And I still can't hear anything. I'm actually going to turn up the audio.
I think everyone's got away pretty nicely.
Oh, look at all these assists that I don't use. Proper amateur. Where is audio? Audio. We'll put it up to 5. Seems a bit better. There we go. Joe leading the pack round for the formation lap. Whoever cleans.
Oh, it's 36 laps, okay. I bet I thought it was 29.
Yes, indeed. Are you drunk? Really?
You do quite a lot
Both
for
Alf.
100%. It's double it. Double 36.
Well, it's a short track, so it's
Yeah, short track.
understandable. And,
Short and
Sweetens
fast.
has already been demoted to the grid, as well as Gangster Owl, so they've made
As soon as they hit each other.
contact there. So they're going to have very, very cold tyres when the race starts. Talking of race starts, let's get back on board with Joe. He's coming into the stadium section, as I mentioned, is a baseball section, so this track is technically kind of a street circuit, especially like this part. I think it's the only part that is technically a street circuit, because it's where it's like a public area. And obviously I think like the rest of the track is there to stay. Obviously a massive gap since Mexico returned. Obviously only returned a couple of years ago. Not sure how long the gap was in between that, but it was a very long time. Had to be re-profiled everywhere. And Formula E, in fact, actually raced here, but they do a different kind of circuit, so they wouldn't be able to last us. Waiting for Richard to pull up into his box. There we go.
There we go.
Please. There we go. We got 3, 4, 5 red lights. And Gangster with a drive-through already, and away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. And Joe with an amazing start. Lads equalled him, but Friday's even better start here. Just Bears looking for an inside line, but he doesn't get that. And Brad's on the inside of Friday. The slap tuck from Darren. There's made contact, but no damage really. And there's Lee as well getting involved. And the RFC Custard sitting out behind, and we've already got a spin, and there's Ninjas at the back of the grid already. And Richard having a great start up into P11s. Nearly runs into the back of Tony. He's been hit slightly and hasn't got any front wing damage from what I can see. So Richard definitely on a charge here. And he's got... no, please. And SV Tony's got massive wing damage from Daleks there. Richard's run out very wide. So is Ramsey though. And Ramsey's got a good run. Oh, Richard's gone off. Oh, he's hit the wall. And Ninja's down the inside. Thinks better of it. And I think we're going to be seeing some pit stops very, very early on here. Tony's decided to carry on. I don't know where Daleks is going. Richard also carrying on here. And Ninjas is already up into 13th. And Bradford at the top gone for an absolute lunge.
Oh,
And Joe, and he's up. And Tony is...
A commentator's curse.
Ah, the safety car.
No! That'd be a full safety car. No!
Look, why did you say it?
Oh, for crying out loud. Well, that's gonna be fucking...
Oh,
god.
door.
Oh, that's gonna be Tony for kept chatting with me in a minute.
That's going to be you getting an absolute bollocking of Tony.
Yeah, most likely.
The Bradford leads. Just before the safety car came out. It is a virtual safety car, so not all to worry about. Richard, not sure how bad his front wing damage is. It's probably doable.
He's left.
Drive-through. And we are under racing once again.
Richard's lost the end plate.
I would expect
On the
Bond
left.
probably to be coming in this lap to serve his drive-through. For speeding whilst under the safety car. He stays out. He has 3 laps to do this drive-through, otherwise he will get disqualified. But oh, here we go, Joe to the outside of Bradford here. Let's see who's going to be late breakers. Joe breaks a little bit later than Bradford, but he's up the inside. And Bradford has to go to the outside, and he's still got the move. But Joe with the switchback, and he's back into P1. Oh, this is what I like to see. And Bradford into the slipstream. Let's see if he does go to the inside. Joe leaves him plenty enough room. Joe gave him plenty of room there, actually. All Fridays, I think, gave him a slight tap on the rear there. Despairs in 4th place currently. And it's looking very tasty. The top 6 all separated by 2 seconds. Oh, we've got a spin, and that's Gangster Owl, I think.
Yep.
Another yellow flag. Hopefully that will go away soon. It does indeed. Custard, I would expect to be coming in this lap. Let's get back on to interval. So Bonge won't come out last. He will be behind Richard. But Richard, with that very badly damaged front wing, Spare setting the fastest lap of the race there. Let's have a look at Joe, see what kind of... Oh, Fridays is attacking Joe here as well. Let's see who's going to be last of the late breakers. It's Fridays. Fridays to the inside, but Joe will have that inside line. Leaves plenty enough room, and Fridays is up into 2nd place. And Joe losing 2 positions in the last 4 laps here. But I'm sure he's going to come out fighting to spares. Now looking to get that position there. I think his 2nd podium, or 3rd podium of the season. Amos Darren, not been on the podium for a while. Will probably be looking to get that podium. Adam Lee, I'm sure would love a podium right now. Bonge, unfortunately, does have to have a drive-through. I think he will serve it this lap. Get out of the way, and he should be fine. Thanks to Owl back into the pits for I think a new front wing there. Richard down into 12th now. Probably due to that front wing damage. Barlett's picking up a time penalty here, and Custard round the final corner. Let's see if he comes in. He does indeed to serve that drive through. Let's see if he doesn't pick up 5-second time, but he doesn't. It's going to be dropped quite far back. But Ramsey attacking Daleks here. Just move over. Just move over. Get into the slipstream. Okay, just shoot the other. And Ramsey. Oh, that's getting very close between these two, and that. Oh, right, Spares picks up a 3-second time here, and Ramsey up into P8 there, and Ninjas will be hunting down Daleks now. Bonge comes out in P11, not that far behind Ninjas. Safety car, I'm sure would be beautiful. Richard coming out the
Oh
pits
yeah,
now.
safety car will help anyone. Apart from the front runners who are trying to get away.
Fridays is onto the back of Bradford here. Only 5 tenths. Lost a little bit of time there. Darren starting to lose a bit of time. So as the spares, but Adam Lee would have probably loved the DRS straight here if they actually added it. Ramsey picking up a 3-second time penalty as well. And it's interesting first opening couple of laps here. Obviously, still a long way to go, but Luke, who do you feel is going to come out on top? And Joe already into the pits. Quite an early pit stop,
Those tyres are gone.
Gone on to another set of softs.
Well, the two front runners are doing quite well.
Fridays.
Fridays.
Against that owl already about to be lapped. Obviously, Bonge will be going a little bit longer than most of the guys around him, but Fridays with the fastest sector 1 there, and need to navigate this back marker. Good thing ghosting is on. Otherwise we would have a bit more problems than that. Adam Lee will be attacking the spares now.
Not far behind Darren as well, these guys. These two.
All Joe with a 3-second time penalty. And Friday's onto the back of Bradford here. Let's see if we can go for a lunge. It's quite a long straight here in Mexico. 4 tenths, so it's 3 tenths now. Let's see if he's got the power with that Williams car. He's into the slipstream. Moves to the... Oh, that's a bit of a late move from Bradford there. Going back to his old tricks, but Friday's round the outside of Bradford. Bradford's still there. Oh, he loses the rear end. And Friday's pushed out wide. It's getting very, very tense between these two. Adam Lee picking up a 3-second time penalty there. And Fridays, I'm sure, isn't going to make life easy for Bradford here. Bradford very slow into that corner. Very odd. Another blue flag, so that I'm guessing that's Darren and all that trying to get through past Gangster Al here. So it appears Bonge was going to be looking to do one-stop Daleks, picking up a time penalty, and Ninjas have also passed him here. The Daleks with actually no pace whatsoever, and that's going to be Joe getting past him as well. Not sure what's going on with these Haas cars today. Bradford with a 3-second time penalty. He's got a nice gap though now. He's out of that DRS zone, which is definitely going to help him down these straights, but the slipstream might still work here. SV Fridays is 3 seconds down on his lap time. He's got Darren all over the back of him here. Adam Lee looking for a move on the spares. The spares, like basically a sitting duck, and the spares lets Adam Lee through. Joe with the fastest lap of the race, Gangster Owl picking up a 3-second time penalty there. It's getting very interesting. Southern Ping.
Been a good race so far.
Ramsey all over the back of him. Ramsey's having a great race though so far. Started well out of started behind his teammate. Oh, got another yellow flag, and I think that's Daleks off the road.
I don't know what you do.
Another 3-second time penalty. The spares now going to be the one with DRS. Adam Lee going to have... I'll get DRS off Gangster Al here if he can get to the point in time. I think he's actually going to get DRS here. Yep, I think he will.
Yeah, but the Spetters is also going to get it off Adam Lee as well.
But Adam Lee's going to have straight line speed as well as the DRS, I would imagine. Bradford and Fridays into the pits. Yep, Adam Lee does indeed have DRS. So Fridays is in. Bradford should come out ahead of Fridays. Let's just watch this. He does indeed. So Bradford is probably going to come out just behind Ninjas and Joe. Oh, Joe's jumped them. Joe is the lead of the Mexican Grand Prix here. Bradford, I think, will be going to the end on those tyres as well as Fridays, but Joe obviously will have to pit at least once more. Both Red Bulls having a great performance here. Bond's obviously back into the points. He's just come out. Friday's just come out ahead of him. Bonge obviously will need to pit at least once. So will Richard, Daleks. Is he in AI mode?
Who? Daleks?
Yeah.
Yep. I think anyway.
10.6. Let's see what the time is coming out of this.
No, that can't be AI mode.
Well, he's just lost basically a second. Just through that corner. Daleks is one of the quickest drivers in this league.
But he's sitting in AI mode.
Yeah,
That's a short shift.
Joe with
That's a short shift.
Spares up into P2. Obviously, we will be keeping an eye on the Spares this race. Should have a great week. And Joe is past Ramsey. Bradford behind Ninjas here. Will Ninjas give him an easy way through, or will he make it a little bit difficult for him?
Well,
Bradford into the slipstream. Down the inside, Ninja's not fighting it whatsoever because he knows he needs to pit. And Friday's now behind him as well. Oh, got yellow flag. Oh, I think that's Daleks off. No, that's not Daleks.
no, it's Skanks Rail.
Why is he reversing? He can drive. Got no front wheel, so he's clearly hit a wall somewhere. Hit a wall next to him. So AMS Darren currently leading the Grand Prix. And we've got Joe onto the back of Southern Ping here now.
Dark side.
Daleks.
He just
Daleks
crashed.
is out on track.
Yeah, he literally just.
And that's a virtual safety car.
That's not going to help anyone, unfortunately.
Thanks, Alex, into the pits. Sounds like his car's about to explode.
Sounds like it. He's also got a stop and go as well.
Richard, I think, he's decided never to put on because he's gone against that. And he carries on.
I really didn't know what Dalek was doing. Like, literally came out of the S section and just went straight into a wall. I don't know if he just crashed on purpose or. I really don't know at this point.
See it? Oh, Adam Lee's.
I saw it. I was watching. I didn't clip it because I was watching Rich. I was watching Rich at the time because I was behind him, and all of a sudden just goes into the S section and just literally just. I don't know.
Oh, I think that's Ninjas off.
Yeah.
Oh, Bradford took another 3-second time. Here comes Adam Lee. To the inside, he does indeed. Those guys will have Joe probably onto the back of them very, very soon. Ninjas into the pit, I'm guessing, for a new front wing. Which puts Custard up into P9. Ninjas onto a set of softs.
I had a bit again on those tires, from those tires.
Yeah. Just spares and
interesting race so far.
Bradford and Southern Pin got Fridays on Ramsey, but Ramsey obviously needs to pit still. spares with a 3-second time limit. Ramsey, I think, is letting Fridays through.
Yeah, he's not wasting his tyres. He's trying to see how long you can go on his tyres for.
Bradford's probably going to be Southern Ping leaves the door wide open, and Bradford picks up 5th place. Adam Lee into spares fighting once again into turn 1. This is a nice battle between these two. Bit of questionable defending from the spares into the stadium section, but I think no harm was done. Adam Lee didn't actually have DRS, the spares had DRS there. Bradford's only 1.4 now behind Joe here. So I think Joe's tyres are starting to fall off now.
Just a little.
Southern Ping, I think, has been a great block towards Fridays here. Can Ninjas get back into the pits? I hope so. And Daleks is left refreshing. Southern Ping cutting that corner very nicely. Oh, and Bradford's within DRS here now. If Joe decides to pit, he doesn't. He stays out for one more lap here. And that might be a big... Bradford setting the fastest lap of the race, and he's into the slipstream now. And Adam Lee into spares, still fighting there. And Bradford into the slipstream, goes to the inside, gets the out, picks up another 3 seconds on, putting Bradford into the... technically into the net lead now. Obviously, oh, and Joe picks up a 3-second time penalty. And Bradford also has DRS there. Fridays now.
Oh, Darren Reed has lost it coming out of turn 6.
Fridays has passed Southern Ping making it a little bit easier for him. Probably won't make it easy for Ramsey though. Bonge into the pits and back out, only 1.8 seconds behind Richard. Does have Ninjas for company now though. Bonge, I think, will have to go probably on softs at the end, so could be very interesting. Spares and Adam Lee. Does Darren decide to pit? He does not. Let's see what Adam Lee does. Stays out, but the spares is coming in. And he gets slowed down. He does. Oh, that's Southern Ping.
I thought that was Despairs then.
I thought it was Despairs as well. I just thought, oh yeah. And, Fridays back up into P5. That will be a net P3. Obviously, he is probably going to the end. I think they might go to softs to the end actually. Thinking of it. But Darren and Adam Lee keeping it very under control. I would expect these two guys to probably come in. Manzi into the pits. Probably will come out ahead of Richard. He will indeed, so he'll be in the points. Obviously Southern Ping. Adam Lee and Darren obviously still waiting to do their pit stops. Bonge is past Richard. Richard giving him a lot more space than probably needed there. Bonge will have DRS once again. Oh, Southern Ping losing the rear end, and Darren's coming into the pits now. And will Adam Lee follow him in? He does indeed, and now this is going to be a battle between the pit stops. Can the spares jump the Mercedes man here? Oh, Joe with a 5-second time penalty there as well. Where is Despairs? Despairs is coming down. It's going to be tight between these two. Despairs has actually jumped him in the pit stops. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Joe will just come out ahead of Ramsey. Bonge will have Richard will have Gareth for company, and Richard back into the pits for some apparent reason.
And the tires probably to the hards or mediums.
Nah,
Get on to mediums.
Mediums will go to the mediums. 20 laps should be alright. Gangsta Hour's about to overtake Richard here actually. No, he's a lap down on Richard actually.
Yeah.
Friday's absolutely flying right now. Currently going fast. I think he has the fastest lap already, so he will.
No, Brad has the fastest lap.
Oh, and Southern Ping letting Darren through there. Darren's actually.
Southern Ping's pitting this lap anyway. Oh, he's not. He's still going. Okay.
Oh, Adam Lee's already onto the back of the spares here. Oh, he runs out very, very wide though. Going to compromise his line out of there. So, yeah.
Like a big lock up from Fridays.
Just about to see his rival. Let me have a look at the standings. To see if they're all got a yellow flag, and that's.
Thanks, Raoul.
That's the Owl. Off the circuit there. Taking his way out of Richard's way.
Well, out of the way. He lost his front wing.
Standing.
Yeah, just a little.
Well, without Jota here, Brad's definitely going to be extending. Darren is in what?
Oh, it's the spare.
Oh,
Southern Ping is spun.
Southern Ping's off.
I think his tires are gone.
That might be.
Yeah, his tires gone.
The Howl here. He's going to have Joe all over the back of him. He's going to lose so many more places here. Due to that spin, he's probably going to lose out to Custard here as well. So Darren will pick up 15. So that will put him on 70. Fridays will jump him. Fridays. So Sparrows is going to pick up some decent points. That'll jump anyone. Ramsey will probably go off ahead.
That's kind of unlucky. That 3-second time penalty for Adam Lee. He literally just cut it. Just. Not much, but he did.
Though. Something has lost a lot of time there, though. Just out behind Gareth. I think Gareth still needs to pit at least once. Darren with a 3-second time penalty there.
I think that's the first penalty he actually got, actually.
I'll have a quick look.
Darren,
apparently
warning.
Brad is on 6 seconds. Fridays is on 3 seconds.
Warning.
Darren is on 6. The Spares is on 6. Adam Lee is on about 5,000.
There's 3 seconds, so 3.
Fair bit. Ramsey is 1 warning away from a penalty. So we're probably expecting to see him with a penalty.
The Spares has had.
Doesn't have a penalty yet, so.
The Spares has had 3 incidents, 3 warnings, and the 3-second time penalty in 1 lap. On lap 2. Warning, 3 seconds.
The warnings are probably contact between him and Adam Lee.
Adam Lee's got a few penalties. Darren, another warning.
Technically, at the moment, Fridays would actually win this race because he's only on 3 seconds. So, Brad, my boy, you're going to have to.
Darren, another 3 seconds penalty. Friday's got a different line to most drivers in here.
Oh, Joe is lagging. Right, so that. Though Ramsey's not. Oh, I think that's. Ow. Ramsey! Got to cut that corner. Oh, gone from the 3 seconds. Things on hard, so he'll be going to the end.
I think the 2 front runners of Brad and Fridays will still have to pit again. Darren could
Yeah, I
actually
think
get
they're going
P1
soft
here.
to the end. Yeah. And there's, well, to be fair, Brad and Fridays are fairly good on their tyres, so. But Brad
Yeah, true.
is starting to
The thing is
feel
that Darren can
a
go
bit of pressure
longer
here.
on those tyres, so he can go to the end on these tyres, to be fair. But
Yeah,
Fridays
he'll
and
do.
Brad will still have to pit. Because their tyres
I
will
don't feel
not
like
last.
they can. They just need to
Fridays
be
has caught up to
careful.
Brad with 7/10 here. In just one lap, so...
I don't think
If you look...
Brad's going to be that bothered if he doesn't win, personally.
If you look at Friday's line going down to turn 1 than Brad's, you'll see he does a little bit different. He goes onto the curb. There we go, on the curb.
Oh, that's a big lockup. Losing a little bit of time, but not all too much. Adam Lee starting to lose time on the spares here. Oh, we've got new battles. We've got ninjas on Bond actually. Oh, the spares with a 3-second time penalty. Wait, it's Fridays is only on 3 seconds, right?
I think he is now.
Yeah, he's only on 3 seconds. Brad is on 6, so all he has to do is stay
Currently,
within 3 seconds of him.
currently Fridays is winning, but it could come Darren because Darren's on the hard tyre, which can go to the end of the race. But these two still have to pit.
But Darren's 9 seconds on the lead.
That's what this battle is going. It's gonna be tough between the top 3 because obviously Darren's got the tyre advantage at the moment because these two still have to pit, like I said. But I think Darren's got the more penalties out of the 3. But Fridays has got less. But I think obviously these two are going to the faster compound tyre, so they go straight back onto the softs again. Fridays has lost a little bit of time to Brad, but not much.
Joe is now 1.6 behind Adam Lee.
Yes, yeses. Can really throw you off, especially how quick they come up. I think it's just...
I bet Brad is just hoping Fridays puts up a penalty now. Oh, Friday's losing the rear end there.
Yeah, he went wide going there in turn 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ninjas into the pits.
Yeah, 6.
Probably going to be mediums, probably to the end, or soft. Yeah, mediums to the end. But Joe now spares with a 3-second time penalty.
Brad's in and so is Fridays. Both in.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Unless they go mediums to the end.
Darren's going to jump these two. Brad is on the mediums.
I would assume Fridays.
And Fridays are also
Fridays
on the mediums as well.
So Brad still comes out in third. Fridays down into sixth place here. Adam Lee. Down into fifth place, and have Adam Lee just ahead of him. And Lee's going to come back at him by the looks of things. And Brad make up that 7-second deficit. Oh, and Darren with a 3-second time penalty. That could cost him. And Fridays get through this pack without picking up a penalty though. Oh, Adam Lee getting a little bit out of shape, and that's going to give Fridays the run into the stadium section. Adam Lee's still there though. That's Adam Lee. Oh, and Bond for 3-second time penalties.
Yeah, Randy got one before that as well.
Oh, Adam Lee losing the rear end there. Someone being also picking up a 3-second time penalty himself. Oh, and Brad's already passed Bradford. I don't think Spares is going to fight that.
Brad's already passed Bradford.
No.
That's what you just said.
Brad's passed the Spares. So.
There you go.
Leave me alone, I'm tired. Right, 6.5 seconds now. Brad is on. Darren is currently on 9 seconds.
Let
Brad's
Joe
on
just let
6.
Fridays through.
Oh.
Yep.
It's because he knows. He knows if Fridays is within 3 seconds of Brad, he wins. .5 now separate the top two.
Remember, Brad is on fresher tyres than Darren.
Brad can only just about see that win. But Fridays needs to make it past the spare as well. After setting the fastest lap of the race, on Fridays will beat it. .5 seconds now separate the top two, and Ramsey's into the pits. His last pit stop. I'm guessing probably soft to the end. Someone pinging with another 3-second time. He's got
yeah, I see him cut that corner as well.
Penalty 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's only on 6 penalties. 9 seconds. Tony did.
Fridays is right behind the spares right now. Right behind him now.
Still can't make it past the racing.
Brad, number 3-second time penalty.
Rich has just gone to the toilet. He's probably in AI mode.
I don't know if you just saw, but Bradford picked up another 3-second time penalty.
I think that might be his win over. 3.6 now behind Darren. Darren could still pick up podium. Technically, right now, Darren would actually win. Bond's now into the pits.
Soft tyres.
Bond's just going for fast enough. be a big ask. Richard into the pits, and this he's probably going for fastest lap as well. Softs, yep, go for fastest lap, might as well. Fastest lap is for everybody.
You didn't have to be top 10 though.
Bradford would have. Nah, you can be wherever. It's always been a rule, unless you're wild from this TV. Wait, so that means Darren's on 9 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And Brad's now on 9. Fridays is on 3. Close to his second. So if he picks up one more, Darren's actually going to pick up the win. Obviously, if Brad will catch up with 2.8. 9 laps to go. Joe versus Joe. This is what we want to see. Oh, Joe pick up and be taken off.
Yeah, to be fair, Despairs did exactly the same thing as him. But I don't know if Despairs got a warning. It was exactly the same thing.
Let's have a look. Despairs. No
17-7.
Ramsey on Southern Green, but we're going to look at Joe versus Joe. That's what we all came here to see. And Joe into the slipstream of Despairs, goes back into it, pulls back out. And Joe round the outside, but Despairs is there. He's cut back on him. That's beautiful, and Despairs. So we're going to have to concede that corner, and he does. Adam Lee with another 3-second time penalty. That's probably Battery and Richard who's been that. .6, 1.5 now separates the top two. Austin with the fastest lap on the race.
On 16.8, I believe.
Ramsey, one more on Ramsey. Actually, Ramsey's onto the back of Southern Ping here, so I feel like Southern Ping has way too many penalties. 1.1 now separate the top two, and Brad is definitely coming at him. Can they get within that 1 second? He desperately probably needs. Oh, and Ramsey picking up a 3-second time penalty there. He's got on board with him. So we've got Bradford. Ramsey into the DRS. Goes to the inside. And Fridays,
No,
Fridays with a 3-second time penalty. He would technically still win this race, so. And Despairs has passed Joe. Here comes Bradford though. Onto the back of Darren. This is a fight we came here to see, and Joe's back past Dave actually. And Bradford to the outside. And this could be a move for the race win, and he's ahead of him. Now can he pull that gap? Will Darren let his teammate through? We will find out very, very soon. And Bradford obviously with DRS as well to aid him along down this back straight. Darren's still going to pick up a podium here though. guess Friday's supposed to pick up another penalty, though. Got a penalty and a warning, so 5 laps to go. This is going to get very interesting. And I think Fridays has now passed his teammate. He is indeed.
Yeah, he got them very late on their braking. Very late.
Fridays would still technically win this race on penalties.
But does
Downward,
Fridays want to take it to the track?
He's now within DRS though, so.
Wait a minute.
AMS down with it. Oh, that's another penalty for him. Bond in the bucket from him.
One of the dogs are about to start fucking barking.
DRS and wide open from Fridays. Gonna catch up so much here. Now have another dose of DRS. Let's go on to Bonge. No, go on to Bonge. Oh, I think Fridays went for a move there. On Bonge. Oh, someone being very wide there. Bonge. Lag. Not lag. And Bonge up into P8. Goes back and forth with Brad. And Lee, another 3-second time penalty. Here comes Fridays though. I think he might be a little bit too far behind on Bradford this lap. If one of these spins now, it's going to be game over. Oh, Brad with a massive mistake there. Here we go, Fridays, Ninjas into the pits.
Off tires for him.
After that, Fridays into the
Much
DRS
closer now.
in the slipstream. Only 4 tenths separate these two guys. And here we go, Fridays looking for a move. Where does he go? Bradford comes to the inside, Fridays goes to the outside. Late breaks later and Bradford still in the lead of this Grand Prix, but for how long though? Fridays, oh, gets a bit of a bad exit there and Bradford gets away with it this lap. Right, Fridays is so good on his brakes.
It's been a good race for these two. Or pretty much anyone, really.
Ooh, Fridays has gone very wide there. So
Yeah, he had to
Brad a
lift
little
off.
bit more breathing room, but he's in the slipstream. And he's already gained that time back, and Bradford under a lot of pressure here. Oh, Fridays with a massive mistake. Spares picks up a 3 second time, so does Richard. But here comes Fridays, the last lap of the Mexican Grand Prix. Can Fridays get this move done? Obviously,
I
he
think
will
he's too
probably
far
end up
back.
winning this race anyway.
Too far back. Go for it. Yeah, too far back.
And there we go. Oh, he's very close this time. DRS wide open again. Puts the wheel on the grass for some apparent reason. But here comes Fridays. Does he outbrake Bradford? No, he doesn't. He stays behind. Bradford still leading this race, but he's going to lose it on penalties. And this Fridays picks up a couple of more warnings. Bonds with another 3 second time penalty. He's on the back of Ramsey here, though. That's going to be tough between them two. Who's going to come out on top? Oh, Fridays with a script. And not Richard, Ninja's 3 second time penalty. But here we go, Fridays is just going to be a little too short here, but he's going to probably come home and win the race. The fireworks sort of have already started. And Bradford round the final corner. He's going to win it on track, but if my calculations are correct, Fridays is going to win the race for penalties. And he does by 2.3 seconds. Oh, what a race, and Darren's going to limp home in P3, and Joe, very disappointing race for himself, he's going to come home in 4th. Oh, no, Spares in 4th. Oh, no, Joe in 4th. And Adam Lee comes home in 2nd, but here we go, the next battle here, Ramsey and Custard. Let's see who comes out on top of this. Custard is so close behind him. This is kind of what happened last time. It was Richard and Bonge. Bonge looks for a move to the inside, but Ramsey's going to come home in P7 and Bonge into P8 and Southern Ping. It's going to come home, I believe, in P9. He does indeed. Oh, what a race! I think Bond actually ran out of fuel there.
Oh, what race that was?
That's a 1-3. Not sure that's
I'll
what
get
they
him
were
in.
looking for. Thank you. Quick rundown. SV Fridays comes home with the win at the Mexican Grand Prix with Bradford in 2nd. AMS Darren in 3rd, Joe in P4, Despairs P5, Adam Lee in P6, SV Ramsey P7, IFC Custard P8, Solomon P in P9, and SV Ninjas picking up
Who is Darren?
final
Oh, there he is.
final winner, Richard in P11, Gangster Owl in P12, and the only two DNFs we have Daleks and Tony. Tony obviously not able to get going in that race. Due to him dying on lap 2. With a screenshot. I believe everyone is here. They are indeed. We'll get on with the driver interviews now. We're going to come to obviously the race winner, SV Fridays. Started P3 and you've come away with the win obviously due to penalties. Yeah, just give us a few words on how you're feeling right now.
Yeah, I was disappointed after qualifying. My time in Q3 was set on a worn pair of softs from Q1, so I knew I had a lot of time to put in. Just unfortunate it wasn't able to be shown there, so I thought I just might as well prove it in the race. From the beginning, I kept with Brad. That was my goal. If I could stay with him, then I'll be towards the sharp end of the field. And a lot of traffic separated us, so thankfully I caught him at the end of the 2nd stint. Saw he box followed him again and did the same thing for the 3rd stint. So I actually didn't know about the penalties until the final lap. I looked behind, Darren had 12 or so, and then Brad had 9. I thought I would get P4 or whatever. I didn't even know how far back Joe was. So, shocker to me. Um, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your win. We'll move over to second place, SV Bradford. Not the race, obviously, what you wanted, but you've still picked up a lot of points for yourself for the Drivers' Championship. Obviously, with Jota not racing tonight, obviously you will extend that championship lead by another 18 points. Yeah, but just give us a few words from yourself.
Well, it was a good race. Well, it, it was a good race, fun. Kept me on my toes, but to be fair, it wasn't a race I kind of had to try and push for, because as my championship rival wasn't racing, it didn't matter what position I got, it was still pulling away. So any position would be special. Well, any points would be nice. Um, a win would have been good, but as soon as as soon as I got to the point where, alright, I've got Darren and Fridays between me, I just thought, whatever happens, happens. So I just raced, just done my own. Final third after the break is the thing I'm going to concentrate on most.
Yeah, well, congratulations. Obviously, quite a bad day or night or whatever you want to call it for Ferrari, with obviously your teammate.
I call it
scoring any
evening
points.
because it's day and evening together.
Yeah, true.
So yeah,
But
evening.
obviously, still 18 points for yourself. I can't remember who got faster. I think it was Bond.
Yeah, it was
At the end.
literally as soon as he crossed and
And,
got the fastest lap, I was like, go on, bet.
I'm sure
And then,
he's
yeah.
very happy with that.
Well,
Yeah,
at the end of the race he
congratulations.
wasn't, so
Oh,
he
fair
thought it
enough.
was abysmal for himself. But I don't know where
Oh,
he
he did-
finished in
he
the
did.
end. But
His drive-through, I think, kind of messed his whole race up. But enough of that. We'll thank you very much, Bradford. We'll move on to the final guy, AMS Darren. Haven't spoke to you in a very, very long while. Welcome back to the podium interviews. Obviously, I think you started P4, and you've come away with 15 points. Just give us a few words on how your race went tonight.
At the start, mainly lost most time, like getting stuck behind the spares. When if I actually kept front of him off the start, I reckon could have actually got front Brad and all that with a tighter advantage, and then would have had that bigger buffer at the end and not have to push so hard on when I first put the mediums on, hards on even. Just thought track position would be a bit more better than trying to chase and then get more penalties.
I mean, you drove a very good race. Lots of battles for yourself, but you've definitely worked hard for that P3. Obviously, Joe, I think, kind of gave up midway after picking up a load of penalties and pitting probably a few more times than he should have. But you have come away with P3. Obviously, these standings will be confirmed, obviously, when the stewards report is released. Not sure if Brad has any more penalties that he wants to get rid of.
no, all of them were
bloody hell.
deserved.
Oh, bloody hell, that's fine.
I
But yeah,
don't think it'd have been fair on Fridays if I tried to get a penalty taken off. He deserved the win, even if I was. He deserved it. It was his first race win. Would have been better if he got the pole. It would have been nice if he got the pole like he did on the, let's say, practice race. Ah.
Softs, I'm like, I got this. I'm like 2.5 tenths up in the first sector alone. I'm like, I got it. A zero's on. A 14-0 was my best, and that's what I was aiming for. And well, didn't happen.
anyways, let's just finish this off.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, SV Lucasade, for helping me out once again tonight. Unfortunately, we won't have any F1 action next week due to it being a break week. It was supposed to be the break week this week, but due to this race being rerun. We all obviously have action tomorrow with the F2 cars, where you'll see pretty much everyone again. I believe Fridays. I think you want to race tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, why not? Let's throw my hat into the ring.
You know what, Brad?
I wanna
I'll
race.
give you. I'll give you a week pass.
Great.
To race tomorrow.
Yes! Someone
There
other
you
than the
go.
Carlin
But-
couldn't
Actually,
win.
if Brad's not racing, can I commentate? Can I withdraw my
I think
hat?
Jack's helping.
I was joking.
No,
I was
no, I've
joking.
got one shot help for me tomorrow. But obviously we
Was
will be
joking.
back with the F1 press conference. For I can't actually remember what track it is. I think it's France. if I
Hungary,
remember
and
correctly.
then it's
Oh,
France.
Hungary.
Yeah,
Ah, there we go.
that's the
Brad,
type of
press
mood
it,
I'm
Brad.
in
For
right now.
the Hungarian press
I'm
conference.
absolutely terrible at
next
Hungary.
week.
So,
Obviously, this is it. We will obviously see you tomorrow, and goodbye.